here. This is our Teraflex rear track bar relocator. It's made for vehicles that are lifted, so you can keep the axle centered. Definitely install this to make sure that it stays centered. It comes with this hardware here, and we're going to be installing that. But before we do that, I need a track bar. But instead of buying a brand new track bar, let me show you what I'm gonna do. Guys, so here we have our old track bar, and we are going to basically refurbish it and reuse it. As you can see, underneath is still pretty good. It's like really clean. You sand off this top rust, we can get this nice and jet black, shoot it with a primer, shoot it with a paint, and then we can clear it. So I mean, hey, or I could get that blue like I wanted. So that's gonna be cool. So we're gonna paint this Caribbean Bay blue, and then we're gonna definitely get some clear, some 2K clear, and we're just gonna clear this. Like, this is under the suspension, I mean underneath the cab, and I'm pretty sure people will see it, but it's gonna get this beat up again anyway. I mean, you clean this up or you buy a brand new one, so there's no point in wasting money spending $200 on another one. We could just refurbish the one we got. Pretty solid heavy piece. So let's refurbish it. The bushings look good, so that's the reason why I'm not going to I'm going to reuse it. I need a press. I don't have a press yet. You can press this out and get some new joints, but or what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of just sand this area down nice and shiny, get it to bare metal, and we're going to spray it because the bushings don't look sway bar looks shot, but the bushings look pretty decent, but it's not shot. It just got a little surface rust on it, so we're gonna clean that up. A quick sand, but look how nice this looks. I mean, I was gonna buy a brand new one, but look at the way it's coming out. All the rust spots are coming off. I can hit it with some rust converter just to coat it real quick and then paint it, but I don't think it'll be necessary. I'm just gonna clean up around here. You see as it's all coming off. Just swap the pad there, so you see how it's coming out. It's just to show you that with any budget, guys, with any budget, you can make something ordinary, you can make something extraordinary, and you can make it possible with a budget. So like I said, this is a budget build. As you see, it's looking good, and I'm refurbishing this part here, and I believe it's coming out really good. We're gonna hit it with a primer, and then we're gonna hit it with some Caribbean Bay blue, just to give it the suspension more blue underneath when we finish jacking it up. The coils, I said I was gonna fix the coils in this video. Let me just jump off this real quick. So I'm gonna fix the coils in this video because, as you guys know, when you lift a Jeep, the coils tend to bend inward. As you can see that. To me, that don't look good. That don't look good at all. So what I'm going to do, basically, they have a piece you can attach here, and it will reposition the bottom of the coil upward. As like this is like this, it will put it like that, and it will make it nice and straight. A container to hold the coil in place so it doesn't come out. And once we get that, it's gonna be all set. Got the rear track bar bracket, we're gonna be putting that in, and then we're gonna be putting the new track bar in. You guys, I don't know if you can see this, but we got this all nice and cleaned up from all the rust. It is so smooth. If you look at that texture, it's so smooth. So we'll get the primer in this and paint. Guys, so I know you can't see this. I have to turn this actually this way or something, but yeah, it is all primered. Okay, just like auto body work, we are going to be shooting this first section here. I got myself a brand new sway bar just by painting it myself, sanding it down, getting it nice and smooth, shooting it myself. Yes, it's not perfect, but we're gonna 2K clear this, and we should have something really nice for the suspension now. I mean, dude, look how that looks. You can't see it really much because of the lighting is a little different in here. Oh, it looks so good. That looks so good. So yeah, we're gonna let this dry. We're gonna come back and two-click clear it within like 10-20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then I'll let it flash out a little bit and then clear it right over. Start mounting in this bracket here. Basically, let's go underneath this. Looking really good. This might be kind of in the way when I want to put that piece in there so this goes straight. I don't think it would, but as you can see, this allows you to reuse your track bar, and you have several locations here just to adjust it to where you like it, so you get the axle more dialed in, because this is the reason why I wanted the aftermarket axle. It's really expensive, but like I said, I'm on a budget build. Maybe later out we'll swap these out, because we do have the 40s, so eventually I want to get those on here. The aftermarket axles have this already welded to it, so you don't need all this extra bolts and whatnot. But this here is for the lateral strength. It's bolted there. Heavy duty bracket. This bracket is heavy. It costs about 120 bucks for it, 150 bucks, something like that. Don't remember the exact number, but yeah, I can tighten this down. I can actually tighten that, since the jack is on the jack. I could just jack this up so the vehicle will be on its own weight, and I actually can torque all these bolts, and it won't hurt it one bit. So I want to start doing that. Let's torque everything down. Thing before I move on here, this here is the brake line retainer. I didn't do this in the last video, but this goes on the brake line just like that, and it basically holds it in place. So you got this spring here. So let's go between the bolt and the washer, and what this would do, it would just pull it out the way, keep it out the way. I got mine mounted. It's here. It goes up to that whole one of the holes that are up there, and that will keep it from any moving components. This one. Here for the brake line, and I actually powder these. Put a washer and bolt. All right, so that rear bracket's installed. A little play in it, but it's really tight on this side. This side, gotta get that tighter. I don't want this to break. And I couldn't reuse the factory hardware because it got all marred up because all the rust that was on there. This was gone, so it's gone. Okay, using the jack here just to get this track bar in. Get that up on with the hole. If y'all have been following the channel, you know we did go grab our double cardan rear dry shaft to put this new one in. They gave me brand new hardware, the front one, and brand new hardware for the rear. Sweet. awesome. That worked so well. Okay, so now we got this off. I'm gonna make sure the seal's good, which it looks like is nice and intact. I'm gonna put some grease here. I'm gonna grease here and the what's the name itself, and then we are going to basically just get the nut on, put some silicone on it, and then call it a day. So I'm trying to finish this up, but when I'm running to an issue here, this, I guess it doesn't fit inside this new flange. So that's the issue I'm having. So I'm gonna have to, they didn't give me no hardware, anything to accommodate this component here. So I'm going to have to basically find a new nut to go with the flange. Now, it's unfortunate. It's kind of a pain. I wish this would just zip right up in there, but it's oh man, it's the next day here. But guys, we are getting it done. Real quick, just want to show you guys the Jeep thus far. The ride height is incredible. It's incredible. It looked like it was on stands. Is the Jeep so far back on the stock wheels. This looks so small now. Like I definitely have to you know, get that fixed, get the maybe some 33s or 35s up in here, and it's way too close. I need a bigger and negative offset because that was, to me, that was goofy, you know, when you have the wheels tucked in under the flares and you can't see the wheels. So new wheels coming for this, guys. Like I said, I'm not putting the 33s, the 40s on there yet until I get brand new axles, swap out the axles. But let me show you what I did underneath. Underneath, we're pretty much 90% squared away. I do want to get the coils, the coil retainers and the correctors. They're coming tomorrow, but that looks so good, so good, so good. A little error we ran into yesterday. So what I had to do, basically, we have our drive shaft, right? It's in and hanging. The reason why, let me show you and go inside. The reason why we can't get this bolted in, because this flange nut is too big to fit into here. Yes, I can shave some down, but the next problem would be putting a socket on it. So when I put a socket, it would be the same problem. Well, I got on the phone with FabTech, and they're taking a look into this issue now. I can't get this in, so what they're going to do is basically work that out for me. So it's being resolved at the moment, and then we'll have the back all squared away. So as you can see, I didn't put that hose back. I just kind of connected it right there, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do some paint corrections to this whole blue axle here. But that blue made a big difference under this axle, and also those orange brake calipers. I believe that was a great touch and a great addition for the overall look of this install of the rear FabTech 5-inch lift. But yeah, I do have the coil correctors coming tomorrow, and I will drop it. I'm gonna take off bottom bolt there to the shock, that bottom bolt to the shock, and I'm gonna low profile jack. That should give me enough clearance to get back at these springs here, and just kind of lift that spring up, slide that new one in, new piece in to help correct everything. So that's gonna end it for this week's video. I'm telling you guys, this Jeep is coming out absolutely phenomenal. Look at that lift height. The front's not even lifted yet. It got like this serious rake going on. So far, that looks good. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be knocking out at the front in the next video. And yeah, get some wheels, tires slapping on there. But anyways, guys, so I appreciate you guys. If you guys are enjoying this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Peace.